because 100% time I was on it. That mind I don't have now. Those times, so many years, 2008 till the 2020, where I got that glimpse of the self. That's what I wanted. Okay, this is what it is. Till
Yeah,
the time it was continuous.
I'm talking to Lata, so you might be wondering to whom I'm talking. So
Okay.
yeah, ready? Are you? You're on mute. Oh, you're ready. Okay. So let's continue from where we left. Again, I have another similar shirt today. Okay, continuation from yesterday, almost the same color. Let's see. In fact, I had a dozen of these shirts. Because every time I own this kind of shirt, it has worked.
For me, there's nothing like that. I always used to pick blue color. Anything and everything I will only go to the blue color. Now I don't have that. Before, everything was blue. All my dresses were blue.
People will not be able to hear you. Maybe.
No. That's
okay.
That's only. I'm not talking anymore. You can talk.
Okay. Fine. Yes, it stopped raining. This will rain in the morning. And things have been good. I mean, whatever I feel is good. Anyway, coming back from the crap, and let's see the third dimension. So we spoke about two dimensions. First dimension is a worldly dimension, okay, which is required. So majority of our life is worldly. Okay, there's nothing wrong in being worldly. And sometimes we do a mistake of saying that you shouldn't be worldly. It's like cutting yourself, and it can never happen. You can transcend worldly things, but you can't cut off worldly things. Like in the morning, Venugopal asked me a question. Going to a temple, is it a wrong view or a right view or whatever that is? So I messaged him back saying that going to even Bodh Gaya is a wrong view. If you think like that. Simple. If you identify with something, that manifests. So you can't be a hater of one and a lover of another, because that one way is raga, another one is dvesha. So the thing here as nibbana is not to have moha itself, delusion. If I am caught up in Buddha Dhamma, it is delusion. Simple. And again, Buddha talks saying that my Dhamma is not to be carried on your back. It's a raft to cross from this side to that side. Okay? If we don't understand this simple talk, what Buddha has given, it's completely mistaken. That's the reason it's called mithya or michya. So it comes under michhaditti. If I say I'm a Buddhist, it's michhaditti. Absolute michhaditti. There's nothing to say it's not michhaditti. So that comes under the second one, which we spoke, which is lokuttara. Yes, it's not lokiya, but that also is wrong. That's also a wrong view, because it doesn't lead to liberation. Now I need to cover something up which is deep. I don't know how far you will be able to pick up. I'm going to talk about Alara Kalama and Uddaka Ramaputta. Why did Buddha move away in search of pure, true liberation? Why he couldn't be with them? Okay. So there are 7 conditions what he talks about, which everyone has to really see. The first condition, if you want to come on the spiritual path, brahmacharya, and you want to get into liberation, vimukta, then these 7 conditions have to pass. The first condition, it should turn into nibbida. Okay? And the opposite of that is abhinandana. That means you enjoy. Here you are removing that enjoyment by getting out of disillusionment. So the first level mithya or the miccha is the nibbida. Okay? In whatever we do, we need to see that there is something called abhinandana and something nibbida. So let's say I'm on this, I'm working here. Is it creating illusion to me? That means if I'm in abhinandana, that means I'm rejoicing, enjoying, welcoming it. It's going to be a problem. Why? It goes away. Clear. Today it's gone, completely gone. Nothing I can do. I might have got all the praises in the world, but then it's gone. So tomorrow I can't promise that the praise will be there. It might have some blame for things I have not done. So let's say I promised my manager I'll be doing the following things, and for whatever reason I missed it. And she reminds me, Vilas, you're supposed to submit this, you are not submitted. And I apologize. But yesterday I got a nice praise, but today can't be promised. So if I'm on an illusion that she's going to praise me all the time, is going to be a wrong thing. At the same time, if she's going to blame me all the time, is also a wrong thing. It's not that whether I'm right or wrong, it is about what the condition is, what's the underlying condition is. She's given me a task or she's given me an assignment which I'm supposed to complete. If I'd completed, that doesn't mean she should praise me because I'm supposed to be doing the job. But let's say I've surpassed her expectation and maybe she'll praise, you've done a good job. But if I keep that and then I think that every time I do it, she's going to give me that because I get dopamine out of it. Every time she praises, then I should be ready for blame. Okay. Now this one is abhinandana. So what I do now, I understand this and get into the removing the dis or the illusion here. Okay, so the first condition we met. The second condition, it should turn itself into viraga. Right? Raga means desire. Viraga means non-desirous. I don't desire anything. You get what you deserve. That's all you can keep. So today, this morning, I get what I deserve. That's it. This evening, I'll get what I deserve. Everybody gets what they deserve, not they wish for. That's the truth. I might be wishing 100 things, but you get only what you deserve at that point in time. So you better take things what you deserve, not what you wish for. If I stay like that, it turns itself into viraga. So I don't have to practice viraga. It comes naturally. I just get what I deserve. Then it turns into nirodha, cessation, ceases. What ceases? That amount of attachment to something ceases. Can be worldly thing, can be jhanic, can be whatever. It ceases. It just goes away. That becomes peaceful, upasamaya. Yep. Then you are seeing world in a different perspective. The six senses are seen in a different perspective because you get nirodha samapatti, so it becomes upasama, silenced. Okay? So, upasamaya, abhinyaya. Now you're seeing different, entirely different. So you're not bothered. Not bothered in the sense that you're not indifferent. You're basically not bothered of the world. You just do what has to be done and leave it. So it comes into a balance. That brings you to Four Noble Truth, which is Sambodhaya, that achieves Nibbana. So this is a 7-step approach, unique to Buddha alone and not to anyone. Okay? If I'm saying I'm following Buddha, it's because I understand these 7 things and I have experienced these 7 things, which makes me a true follower of Buddha. Simple. Now, when would I become a true follower of Buddha? I become a true follower of Buddha at Anagami, not lesser than that. Until then, it's only faith. It's just faith. So, no use in talking about Sotapanna and Sakadagami, all of that. Who says so? You will yourself see it. There's nobody need to say so. And hence, he left Alara Kalama, who showed him the 7 jhana, and Uddaka Ramaputta, who showed him the 8 jhana. The reason why he left him is that the disillusionment is not going away. He's attached to the 7 jhana, he's attached to 8 jhana. Those people who are sitting here are going to hear this sometime. If they feel they shouldn't be attaining jhana, are as dumb as somebody who is attaining jhana and believing that's the end of it. So you should follow the 7 steps. Not only this, he talks about the 7 steps. Sariputta explains the 7 steps in that Rathopama Sutta. So you need to exactly follow that. To get here, to get to this 7, you should practice that. Okay? Only studying the sutta will not do anything, and just getting into vipassana, dry vipassana, is not going to do anything either. Both are futile attempts. It doesn't make any sense. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Now we come to the actual thing about Sammaditthi, which I wanted to talk about on considering the first quadrant, what we took the other day. Somebody who has seen everything, meaning is whatever he thought he has achieved in life, and is arrogant, right? Like me, pretty arrogant, pretty challenged. I can challenge others, I can prove them wrong, and I'm very egoistic, and I'm very witty and very cutthroat, or whatever you want to call it, all kind of things, just to survive, okay, as the best inwardly. So how would you do it? Or if I find a person who is really into Dhamma, how would we deal with this person? Not theoretical Dhamma. That he is going to throw it out of the door even before you open up your mouth. Just like some people trying to promote Christianity, they start saying Jesus, then that guy will, if an atheist, he is going to cut this guy to nothing. And these idiots will have to run. So I am an atheist, 100% atheist. I have no regard for any God in this world. Okay? And I think people are wasting their time going to some temple or to mosque or to church or here, there, and all the priests are making money out of it. Doesn't matter which religion. I don't care. If I even go to Bodh Gaya or some Gaya, whatever that is, it's all about that. They make money. Done. Last time, I'll ask anyone want to fight with me? Your last chance. I'm an atheist. I have nothing to do with whatever you're talking. If you want to convert to Buddhism, I'm not in any ism. Forget about Buddhism. I don't care. I don't care your sutta. I don't care whatever. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I want to see if Shanil has a shot at convincing you.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see.
I got nothing to fight with philosophy about. I agree. I don't really believe in any religion. I'm not Buddhist or any ism. I'm just walking on the path, trying to get to the final goal. And a lot of the stuff that's in the suttas makes sense to me based on my experience. So maybe 3-4 years ago, I might have wanted to fight with him, but now, no point. Who's there to fight with anyway?
Right. So, good thing. Anybody, last time, Bobby, you want to fight? Venugopal, you want to fight? You have a last chance. Okay, no problem. If you don't want to fight, agree. Let's take an example of a Arya Savaka, person who has really seen Dhamma. When he meets an atheist like me, what would he do? He will not promote anything. A dumb-witted person will try to promote something to an atheist. So what does he do? He will demonstrate. He doesn't have to talk on sutta and this and that and confuse this guy out because he can't be confused. So how does he demonstrate? So he would ask a question to me. Vilas, very appreciative that you have earned everything in a very short period of time. And then Vilas will explain how he has done everything. He says, excellent. Vilas, tell me one thing. Do you sleep every day? Oh, of course. I sleep every day. What do you mean? Okay. So when you sleep, do you remember who you are? No, I don't. Okay. Do you know how much is your bank account by any chance? No. Are you staying in the United States or in Australia or in India or whichever country you belong to? No. Okay, do you remember your bed at least, where you slept? No. Excellent. So do you see that all that you've accumulated, you think you accumulated, didn't even last till the night or till you really went to deep sleep? Yes. Is there a guarantee you're going to wake up the next morning? You can hope so, but do you know for sure you're going to wake up next day morning? No, nobody knows. Excellent. So this being, this comes to be. With the arising of this arises. With your life being, lifespan being, you come to be. With the arising of you grow. This not being, if the lifespan is cut, this does not come to be. That means you will not see the next day. With the cessation of this ceases. With the cessation of Vilas, all that was done ceases. Heidi says, do you disagree with me, Vilas? What do you think? And Vilas is speechless because he doesn't even can get over this shock. It's true. It is demonstrable. It can't be erased out. He can't just brush it up saying that, you are an idiot, who goes there, who goes here. He's asking a straight question. Do you remember where were you when you went to deep sleep? So he asked the next question to Vilas. If you can't do this for the whole day, you can't even preserve what you had possessed for the, what's the point then? Then Vilas is stunned. So then this fellow will say, all that is working with you is because of conditions. Yes or no, Vilas? Yes. You've provided necessary conditions. So it's working. What if the condition doesn't happen? Will it work? Like, Vilas is a very pragmatic person. Like, says, you have a car, right? Yes. Can you guarantee the car is going to be running all the time? No. Nobody can guarantee. Exactly. That's what conditionality is. You believe it's going to start, but something there might not work. So you go to a garage and show your car. In the same way, Vilas, what is working with you is conditions only. It's not you who is working. It's just conditions, a set of conditions. And those conditions, when it manifests, you feel you did it. But when the condition doesn't work, what can you do? Vilas, tell me one thing. Has everything in your life worked the way you wanted? No, never. Didn't you have to put more effort to make it work? Oh, I have struggled a lot. But tell me one thing, Vilas. If that were to be true, why do you have to suffer so much then? You suffer to make the conditions come back. And that's it, what you did. And there's no guarantee the conditions are going to be back because everything in life is uncertain, isn't it or not, Vilas? Tell me. And he says, yes, you're right. It's uncertain. So tell me one thing, Vilas, if everything is uncertain, doesn't it make you anxious and worried and all of that? Yes, it does. And what is worrisome? Can you do anything about it? Nothing. Why? Unless the condition comes back, nothing that you can do. So Vilas, yesterday what you were talking about the shirt gave you all of that. It's just a condition. It worked. I'm not saying it didn't work. It worked because of the condition. And you thought this condition is real. It's just a condition. So isn't it dukkha in that sense that you have to wear this shirt? Today also you are wearing that shirt because you think the condition is going to continue. Isn't it or not, Vilas? And I say, yes. Has it continued? Maybe, as long as the condition is there. So I'm not saying it will not work. I'm not saying it will work. It depends on the condition. And the condition is uncertain. Anything can block the condition. And the condition gets blocked. It leads to suffering. And if it leads to suffering, you can't do anything to bring back the condition. Oh yes, I understand. Are you now convinced? No, I'm not. Okay, let's take it in another way around. What have you studied in life? What is your graduation? I'm graduate in so and so. How was it? Was it very enjoyable? Was it very stressful? Was it easy? What was it? Then I say, no, it has not been an easy ride all the days. So I had to put a lot of effort. Yes, I have put a lot of effort. So there were a lot of people who were intelligent, more intelligent than you then. Yes, there are. Okay. And their IQ is different than yours then. Yes, they are. So that means there are a lot of diversity in every person. Yes. Can you beat them? No. So you can't do anything about them? No, I can compete with them. That's fine, Vilas, but can you do anything about them? No, I can't. So that means they will still override you. Yes, they would. Okay, great. So are you married, Vilas? Yes. Does your wife listen to whatever you say? Majority of that. Don't tell me majority, minority. Is she going to do whatever you say? No. You have a son or daughter? I have a son. Great. Does he listen to whatever you say? No. Can you do anything about it? No. Then what are you doing then? You one side you're saying you don't remember anything when you go to sleep. Another side you're saying that it's all conditioned and you're accepting to this. And when I poke you about your family, you're helpless. Isn't that a hopeless situation, Vilas? And the person says, yes, I can. I don't have any other answer to say yes. But all these religious guys are... I didn't talk about religion. Did I talk about religion, my dear friend? I didn't tell anything about religion. But you're a Buddhist. That's immaterial. I'm not a Buddhist. Who said I'm a Buddhist? I have got nothing to do with Buddhism. Is it not true that this being, this comes to be, with the arising of this arises, with this not being, this does not come to be, with the cessation of this ceases? Can you beat this formula and tell me it's wrong? And I'm stunned. Then I asked this gentleman, who are you? And he says, I'm no one. That seemed even more intriguing to me. And I get thoroughly interested in this person. I say, can you stop for a second? And he says, I stopped long time ago. It's you who is running. And then I asked this gentleman, can I know your teacher? He says, my teacher is Buddha. And I asked him what it takes to join him. Unfortunately, he's not there as a person, but it's there as Dhamma. Oh, you mean to say the monasteries where they kept the Buddha statue? And that gentleman says, never go to any monastery. Never go anywhere. Everything is there in the Dhamma. And that's exactly what I wanted. I did not want to marry any tradition, any religion, any conditions, and then get caught up. That's the reason I was an atheist. Because all of the theists are, I don't know what they sell. I don't want to be caught up in this thing. That's all I wanted. I met this gentleman on the flight and was totally transformed. And when I got up from the seat, couldn't believe myself. that the help what he has given me, that I asked him, how can I meet you again? He said, you don't have to meet me. Just look at the Dhamma. The nature is to arise and pass away. Nothing that you can hold as yours, just like I can hold as mine. Just work on that. Then I asked him, how should I lead my life before our departure? Then he said in very simple words, Vilas, there are 10 things you should know. I'll make it much easier for you. Okay? 2 of them from wisdom, which will come to you. 3 of them from samadhi. Okay? And 3 of them from morality. And when you do this, you get another 2 more, which will take you to liberation. And I said, that's it? That's it. So can you tell me quickly what it can, so I can remember? Yeah, Vilas, you seem to be a very smart person. So let's have a coffee and I can go over. But I don't have much time to tell you. But I'll try to tell you. So then he tells, what's a proper way of viewing? What's your view? I am. Does it last? No. Isn't it arising and ceasing? Yes. That's a proper view. Now come to the proper determination. What should you determine? Are you going to hold everything here? No. So give up. Because it doesn't last. You can only hold something which lasts. When you know it doesn't last, what's the point in holding it? Give up. Yes, sir. Let me make a note. Give up. Okay. Then, don't have ill will towards someone who has anything. Because they're also going to give up. They're going to also lose, like you. So don't compete. Yes, sir. Make a note. Compete. But there's something called comparison. Stop that. Okay. So I've stopped comparing, stopped competing. Instead of that, can I collaborate? Yes, please do that. That will be a good thing. But don't compare. Don't compete. Then, don't be compulsive. I need this. What do you mean? You need that. It's conditioned. Matches, it's there. Doesn't match, not there. No compulsion. Excellent. Sir, I'm making note. From today, I promise not to be compulsive. Excellent. Now the 4th one. Don't compromise. Don't compromise with which one? With akusala. Always do kusala. Good. Don't do akusala. Bad. Don't get compromised. So these 10 things you remember, Vilas. First one, no killing. No compromise. Don't compromise. No killing. No stealing. No sexual contact. You understand what I'm saying? No sexual contact. 3 things. Now come to the verbal side. No lying, no slander, no harsh speech, no frivolous speech. And 3 from the mind. Not aspiring more than what you have. And be contented. no ill will, and no worldly wrong views. These 10. So that will give you these 4. No competition, no comparison, no compulsion, no compromise. Do that. Is that your determination, Vilas? Yes. Today. This morning. This time. Excellent. Now, 3 of the seal, don't break it, which I just now said. These 4 by the speech, 3 by that karma, which will create bad karma for you, and your livelihood. You're earning because you have to continue living. And for living, you require 4 things: food, shelter, clothing, medicine. 4 requisites. Just beyond that. Just beyond that. It doesn't matter how much you have. You can have. But don't get greedy. These are the only 4 things what you have. Or you should have. Yes, sir. Good. Now, put effort in cutting the immoral and developing only moral. Yes, sir, I will do it. Then, the next one. Are you not in Samadhi, Vilas, right now? Yes, sir, I have never had this kind of happiness at all. Good. Can you continue in this airport for some more time? Do you have time? I asked that person, do you have time? He says to me, I have only time. You don't have time. So I say to him, dear sir, from today, I'm making time only for this. Can you stay back? He says, yeah, I'm here. But you said that you want to go. Yes, I want to go because you're not interested. But if you're interested, I can stay. Good. So, how long can we stay? Look, Vilas, don't put time. You just now said there's no time. You have to make time. No time. No time, no space. So yes, it's a deal. Okay. So let's finish coffee and then where do you want to meditate? I say we should go somewhere. Here. Right here. The same place. How should we meditate? Closing eyes? Nothing like that. This is not a closed eyes or open eyes or this eye and that eye meditation. Just being aware what's happening in your mind. That's all. Nothing else. So Samma Samadhi is the 4 states. So you're going to achieve those 4 states because you have sati, awareness. Just be aware. I'll teach you how to be aware. So he says, I get completely interested in his talks. And then what happens is wonderful. I just sit there. I don't know how many hours passed. I cancel all of my appointments and be there with him. And by the evening, I realized that I had not even eaten anything because it was so filled with happiness. And by the time I took my cab, it was late in the evening. And now I've seen Dhamma for myself. The taste of Dhamma. So, from a non-believer to to a faith follower. Like this. He didn't tell me any sutta reference because I'm an atheist. He didn't tell me anything about God. He didn't tell me anything about angels. He didn't tell anything about supernatural abilities and all of those things. What he told me is just this much. Because that was my psyche, that was my mental state. So he talked to my mental state. And that's what an Arya Savaka will do. A non-Arya Savaka will parrot things. He doesn't understand that person's psyche. He just parrots it. Whatever he has read, he will vomit in front of him. Not making even iota of eye contact with that person. Not knowing what he wants. He'll just some stupidly say it's there in that sutta and this sutta and that other one. Who wants it? Who cares? Yeah, he can go to someone who is a Buddhist and he believes in sutta. He can share it. But not like a person like me. I'm a cutthroat person. I don't have time for all these stupid things. I don't believe in any God or any angel or anything, no religion, no sentiment, nothing. I'm a very practical oriented person. And this idiot comes and tells me some sutta, we are giving some sutta, just like a biblical fellow giving me some Bible and saying, God, all of that. I think I'm going to buy into it. I'll throw the book on his face, that's it. Like that. So I'm an atheist, please remember. I'm not a theist person at all. I don't care what sutta and what it is. I don't even want to know it. Okay. So this is my psyche. So what did the Buddha do to this person? Is to show him this. And then he adds Arya Savaka. He adds, Vilas, there are 10 Michhaditti, which I wanted to cover. Oh, tell me. Vilas, what happens, in general, we don't know how we are getting what. Right? It's conditioned, right? You agree. I say yes. Have you ever thought how the condition came to be? Good thing. Tell me, sir. The condition came to be because you gave something. You gave up something. You mean to say there's a past life? I don't believe in past lives. Yes, Vilas, I know you don't believe in past life. You believe in life? Yes. Yesterday you slept. Today, do you remember of yesterday? Yes, I do. Past is like that. Does it didn't follow to today? Oh, you mean to say past life is like that? Almost like that. So, I'm not asking you to believe in past life. Whatever you did yesterday, isn't it following today? Not all of it, some of it, yes. It is following, right? Supposing if you had done dana then, generosity, do you think so it will not follow now? It will. So dana has some thing then? Yes, sir, there is. Good. So people offer. Is there anything? I don't care about offering. I understand, Vilas, but is there anything wrong in offering? What are they offering? They're offering themselves. They're offering their ego. Do you think it's wrong? No, not at all. That's what offering is. There's merit. in offering. I never knew this. Yeah, go and ask your parents. Do they do some religious ceremonies? Yes, they do. I don't care. I understand. But why don't you go and ask them? When they were doing that, do they have an ego? Watch it. So I go ask my father, when is the next time you do a religious offering? They say another 1 month from today. I want to participate. My father is shocked. What? You want to participate? Have you gone mad? Yes, there is something I need to check. And I learn the mantras, whatever they recite, before they do the festival or this offering. And I see what happens. And indeed, he was right. They offer their ego. They let go of their ego to the higher one. Isn't it amazing? Yes, it is. So there is benefit in offering. Yes. So there is karmic debt then. On the same token, yes. Excellent. So that means there is this world. Yes, there is. And there is next world. There is. So do you find very grateful to your father? I was not. But I go back to him and say, you opened up my eyes. I was mistaken. There is something to be grateful to one's own father and one's own mother. Thank you so much. Excellent, Vilas. You're doing good. Now there is something beyond this, that you can be instantaneously born. Don't require womb existence. Is it possible, sir? Yes. Can I also achieve it? Yes, you can. I want to. You can do it. When the time is right, you can do it. But there is, I agree. Then there are people who have seen end to end of the life, and they are called Buddhas. One who knows end to end. Do you think such people exist? I say to him, I'm seeing one person in front of me who has changed my psyche. So I do agree. And that's how he changed my 10 Michya Ditti. Now I find it irreversible. So I am certain to be born in non-womb existence. Okay, it's not that he said, it's I know it. Through my own effort, I know it. And please remember that nobody met me in the airport. I just made a story just to make it more interesting. So I was seeing Veena was getting carried away. So I just wanted to clarify that I didn't meet anyone in the airport to share me this and all of that. But all this happened at my home. That's a fact. Meaning, a small idol of Buddha. A very small idol. When I gave up Goenka, it was a horrible moment in my life. because the one person whom I believed would give me something I wanted ended in a very bad way. So I was helpless and I was in a hopeless condition, pretty hopeless. I didn't know what to do next. I didn't have any teachers whom I can go and cry. One teacher whom I had as Goenka did not also work out for me. So then something stuck in me saying that you have this idol. Just go and ask, can he be your teacher? And that exactly worked. I have no doubt in Buddhism. Not because I am no sutta, nothing to do with that. I know the entirety of how it works. Not to convince anyone or not to confuse anyone. I can read the psyche of a person and talk to him the way he can understand. Not even referring a single sutta. If he's interested in sutta, fine. Otherwise, why should I? What's the point? Just like what Venugopal was doing some days ago, trying to give me some sutta reference, which makes no sense. Absolutely nonsense of it. Because deep within I'm an atheist. I don't care for all of this. I don't have any religious identity, including Buddhism. I don't have anything. I want the truth. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I don't want flavored truth. Oh, this is Burmese tradition and hence it is the truth. This Sri Lankan tradition and hence is the truth. This is a Thai tradition and hence the truth. Nothing. Sorry. Doesn't work. In my case, I'm very pragmatic, very thought-provoking kind of a person and very logical. It should be really logical. You can't give me something with this belief-based or whatever based. And through my own insight, I've seen what's an anagami. So a person can be an anagami who is really pragmatic, not who is just religious. Makes no sense. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be a faith follower. You should, but you should come to wisdom as well. Anyway, so this is the third quadrant. The third quadrant is, how do you change the worldly view? Now come to the fourth quadrant, 40th. I think we have 5 more minutes left. I don't think so I can cover the entirety here, but simple. Miccha, as in consciousness. So there are 2 consciousness. One which is established now, and one which is an observer. If I were to call Shenial, Ariu, like that, it's an established consciousness. So when I see this body, I remember immediately. There's a cognitiveness to say Shenial, or is Ariu, is Mrityunjaya, or Madhuka, or Veena, like that. It's just straight. What if it is just an observer, minusing Shenial, minusing Ariu, and all the names. It's just a witness. Then what happens? You can see the mind arising and ceasing. That means the chitta arises and passes away along with the object. Excellent. Now, if this is going like that, can you then say this consciousness, which is witness, is also going to pass away because it has no fuel? And the answer is yes. And hence, Buddha talks about extinguishment of consciousness, that witness itself. And in the other religions, they call it as God. So the question now comes, does the witness stay? Yes, as long as the fuel is there, so long it would stay. If I'm in a state of anagami, there's a witness. The witness is witnessing as an anagami. If I'm a witness, I'm witnessing as sotapanna. I'm witnessing itself as sakadagami. But can it witness itself as an arhat? Yes, it does. It does. But then it extinguishes. Because there are no asavas. Bhava asava is not there. Abhijja asava is not there. And hence extinguished completely. So an anagami can go up to 8 jhanas, which will bring him to the witness consciousness and make it go completely dry without any subjects, without any established consciousness. But when he attains Nirodha Samapatti, that's the moment when this witness is also extinguished. So that subjective consciousness is also gone. The subjective consciousness also is gone. That means there is no existence anywhere. Right? And that ends the story for today. And hence it is called as Maha Chattarisika Sutta, the Great 40. Why it is great, I will cover it tomorrow when we meet the great portion. Now I only covered 40. I never took the great, Maha. The Maha will be understood only by an anagami and an arhat. Nevertheless, I'll cover it. And that might also help Shaniel to see how far has he reached from the time he has experienced what he has experienced. Okay, so I've closed it. I've brought the flight back to the base 9:30. Just 2 p.m. for you.
Thank you, Vilasji.
Hope the story was good.
Good story.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Everyone, Saranai.
Everyone, Sarnai, bye.